Inspire.
Well, welcome on Inspire. Manya gange nze Shira Nakaemba. Ne weekend mbaletedde omukyalo ow'enjawulo agenda kubeera akubuulira biki by'akola. Yeah, we have a different story this week, so I hope you learn. Abazze batugoberera, abazze batulaba mbeebaza nnyo bannange abagamba nti every Sunday nja kuba ntulinze imbere nga ndaba ate n'abalabi ab'ebweru abasubwa ne bagamba nti ku YouTube tubeerako. Mbatumira nnyo era mbagala nnyo. I hope you're learning something from stories of these young girls, because these are the experiences naffe ffennyini bintu bya bulijjo bye tuyitamu. So I don't want you to go through the same thing others are going through. Learn from them, at least kogobere ng'okola ki ng'okola ekintu ekituufu oba obeere nga obayigirako ate okulaba nga naye weekulakulanya. N'olwaleero nina omugenyi ow'enjawulo naye batukkiriza okukolera mu kifo kyabwe ekirungi kino be ba Dynasty Lounge basangibwa wano along Wampeo Avenue after Hotel Africana. So osobola okujjawo for breakfast, lunch, dinner, parties. They also do deliveries. So yitirawoko obeere nga naawe onyumirwa akafa akalungi bwe kati. Kankuleetera omugenyi w'olwaleero. Yes, nga bwe nkutegeezezza, I have a special guest today. How are you?
Good, how are you, Sheila?
I'm glad to have you on Inspire.
I'm glad to.
Please say something to our dear viewer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Nasasira. I'm a mother of two. I should say I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, because I try out different things, but mainly I am a decorator.
That is the definition of most young people nowadays. They try out so many things.
I know.
They try out so many things before they settle for one thing. So basically you do decoration.
Yes, I decorate.
So tell us your journey. When did you start this? What did you study?
Actually, I didn't go so far studying. I grew up without parents. I didn't have a mother, I didn't have a father, so somehow in the middle I didn't have school fees. So I stopped at senior 6. So someone was paying for me. It was my big sister. I respect her so much. So when I finished my senior 6, she somehow said, let me put you down and then nkomye kawo kati kantandike ne sister wo, because I have a young sister. So I had to stop there. That was 2015. Yeah, so I was in the village. I hadn't come this side. So 2015, I came to Kampala 2016, looking for jobs here and there. I was a cleaner for my first job. So I was a cleaner, was a waitress. After I became a shop, like mu supermarket, mwenatandikira nunye minimum mpola, like those jobs after school. You don't have any certificate, you have nothing. So in 2017, a friend connected me to a certain place. It was a restaurant, a lounge. So I started as a waitress. I was doing that. Slowly by slowly, I think maybe my bosses appreciated what I was doing. And then they used to host so many parties, baby showers, bridal showers, so many parties. Every weekend the place would be full. So when they promoted me, they said, now you're no longer a waitress, you're going to be in charge of the reservations of the parties. So that was a good one for me. So I started from there. I would talk to the clients directly. So I had someone whom I found they were recommending so much in the place to decorate those parties. So I would see how he does his things. So whenever clients would come to me, they would be like, recommend me a decorator who can decorate for me. So I would decorate that. I would recommend that person. So with time, I was like, wait a minute, I can do this. I talk to the clients directly. So why can't I, whenever they ask me someone to decorate, I say I actually can do it. I can decorate because Adore has seen how he does it. And personally, I always liked like beautiful places, like organized places. So I said, let me do it, let me try. So one client came and I said, she asked me, do you have someone you can recommend to decorate? I said, actually, I can decorate.
Speed. So from after from 6 November, where was your village?
My village was in Rukunjiri. Yes.
So why did you choose to come this side?
Of course, the village, you know, like, okay, we didn't grow up like any other, I should say, I don't know if people know the village life, but those who know the village life know the village life. It's garden, then home, garden, home. So really there was nothing big for me to try out because I was in the village. Actually, even growing up, when I still had my mother, because I lost her at the age of 5. When I had my mother, I used to do those small gardens. I've always wanted to be independent from way back. I would do small gardens. The small monies I get, like 1,000 from those beans, I give her to buy me a t-shirt, like that. So when I finished senior 6, there was nothing in the village. So I said, let me just go to Kampala. That's where they say there are jobs, and I look for better things that I can do. Yeah, I also help my sister.
So coming to Kampala, where were you going to start from?
Kampala, I had nowhere to start from.
But you knew I would survive.
I knew I would survive and I would make it. I had a friend who was staying this side. So I called my friend, I said, you know what? I want to come to Kampala. She said, what do you come? Have you got a job? I said, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to come and start from there. My sister can no longer pay for me, like not because she doesn't want, but she can not afford. So I told her I want to come. She said, it's okay, you can come to my place. So I came to her place. The first like 3 days after that is when I got that job for cleaning. So I started cleaning for like a week. They were not easy. I used to work with some company that cleans. So after that, I kuyiribamu, you know, fetwakola ne zino webatundinanga emmere nga bagamba omukyala w'emmere atuleeteyoko ku mmere atuleeteyo ku chai ku kachapati. So we used to do those things. I did all those things.
Usually when you start staying with friends, olusinga toyina anyway ne woba oyina naye watera okubaawo those misunderstandings. Did you get some of those challenges?
Yeah, the friend I was staying with had a boyfriend. Then the boyfriend was out of the country. So it was like a month. And then I remember it was one morning, and then she told me, you know what, my boyfriend is coming back. So I think you need to look for where to go. So I had gotten friends around. So I just talked to one of the friends that I had known. I had known her some time back, but I got to know her even around Kampala. You know, you meet different people that you knew. So she said, it's okay, you can come. So I started from there with that other friend of mine.
So why you get the Nogamba weba kuza noberanga, you're in charge of reservations. Yes. That's when you got an idea, Nogamba, actually these clients, how about I start, were these clients of that place you are working for, or because it's weird, like you're in charge of reservations, but now when you get contacts, it's like you're taking the clients. Okay, so
Okay, the place didn't have an in-house decorator, so these people just use it to recommend also, or they bring their own decorators in the place.
I get.
Yes. So when I use it to talk to the clients and they tell me, can you recommend someone to decorate for us? Where I started with my first client, I told her I can decorate. I told her, by the way, me, I'm also a decorator, I can decorate. And she said, oh, then that is good. You're already at the place, you have reserved me in, I will find everything of mine set. So I think then we talked and then she gave me the job and I started from there.
So that was your first client?
Yes, and she's still my client.
Ah,
yes.
So tell me about, because I'm looking at this, you're saying you can decorate, like you hadn't prepared yourself. I took time to look at this business, nengula equipment, nengula byenetaga. Where did you start from?
So, like I said, there is someone who used to come and decorate in the place. So we got to be friends. So I used it to learn from him. Tell me how I can do this. Tell me how I can do this. Where can I get these things? So he had things already himself. So he used to hire me the things and then I decorate. I don't think for the first 2 years I used it not to get money, but I was focusing at doing a client's work well, and then they appreciate my work.
For the first 2 years?
Yes.
Wow.
Up to date, whenever I'm working for someone, a client's work is a priority. I have to first make sure that client's work is perfect, and then I can look at the rest of the things later.
So didn't you get any challenges? So my last guest was telling me how the boss used to treat her. Didn't you get such challenges? Over most of the gigs were it okorerao?
No, actually our boss never used it to be around. He was out of the country, so it was the manager who was managing everything. And I requested her, and she was still my friend. She was my cousin. So I asked her, can I always be like looking for money here and there, decorate for people? And she said, it's okay, go on. So she gave me that go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Weewaawo tukyalaba engeri gy'osobola okubeera nga weezuula n'okubeera ng'omanya kiki nsobola okukola. Oyinza okuba ng'oli awo ku mulimu ogwo naye you won't be there forever, so start thinking what else can I do. So tukyagenda maaso n'emboozi eno katuwummulemu bwe tukomawo tubeere nga tugenda maaso n'ekitundu ekyokubiri. Weewaawo tukyagenda mu maaso n'emboozi
Carol.
ya Carol atubuulira engeri gye yajjamu okufuna ekirowoozo kya decoration. So nga bwe mbadde mbategeezezza nga tetunagenda mu kuwummulamuko, buli bw'obeera mu kifo, just ask yourself, am I going to be here forever? Is this all that I can do? Tandika okulowooza, kitandika na kulowooza, naye gwe buli bw'obeera nga buli kaseera otunuulidde sente za mwezi, ekyo ky'okomako. So beera ng'olowooza kiki embanzizaako, kiki nsobola okukola nga ndi wano. Weewaawo aba Dynasty be batukkiriza okukolera mu kafo kaabwe, era nga Joanita wali ku Clarets yampadde this beautiful two-piece ne makeup mwekozeeko. Yeah, so obadde otugamba from your first client you built like ogenza ofaayo okubeera ng'ozimba bakasitoma abo. By the way, when you say nfaayo nnyo ku kasitoma okulaba nga mukolera ekintu ekirungi, Have you ever lost anyone, any customer? Because when you are building ekintu ekirungi abantu bojja nabo nga wongambye mbu you still have your first client.
Of course, with business, there is a bad side and then there is also the good side. I can't say maybe it has been perfect all through, no. There are sometimes you work and then you don't fulfill the customer's expectations.
Yeah.
So, and you find you've lost a client. Maybe what you've done, you feel like this is the best, but that wasn't the best for her. But
sometimes that comes to break our pride. Sometimes when you think you're too perfect, that's the time where you go wrong. But buli wafunamu such a challenges chikuletera okupulinga nogamba, oh, I'm not perfect. So
yes.
Let me keep.
And it helps me also grow. Yes.
So are you still on the same job?
No, in 2019, it was, I think, towards 2020, it was around November, our boss closed the place. So when our boss closed the place, we lost the jobs. Everyone lost their jobs. So that was, I think it was a blessing in disguise for me to start focusing on what I was doing now. So I said now the job is no more, and that time I was pregnant for my first daughter. So I wouldn't look for a job anywhere else. I said now let me focus. Let me focus on the decor that I've been doing. So the clients that I use it to do for in the place, they use it, it is always like a chain. Like when you do for someone something nice, then someone asks her, we were at your party, who is that person who did the decor? Then she recommends you. So that has always been the chain for me. So those clients who had been supporting me at the place, they continued recommending me, and I continued slowly by slowly. Okay, it wasn't that I used it to get jobs every time, but I would get like 2 in a month, 3 baby showers. I hadn't reached a level of kuchala and introduction and weddings. That was 2019. I think I reached a level of kuchala, then introduction, then the weddings in 2021 after COVID. Yes.
How did COVID affect you? Because now you've lost the job, you're pregnant, then parties in Tono, abantu tebabakkiriza kola parties. Didn't that shake you a little bit for someone who had just started?
Yeah, somehow, but yeah, somehow I lost clients. Because in 2021 I had to start from scratch. People weren't doing parties anymore. I could no longer receive calls, so I had to start from scratch. I move around to places like to restaurants, to lounges, to all those places. I say I do decor, I did my cards, I do decor. In case you have something, you can call me. And then I started getting calls slowly by slowly, posting the previous work I was doing. Yeah.
What do you think makes you different from other people that do decoration?
What makes me different is I love doing things uniquely. People always think maybe decor, when you go at the site, I always reach there myself. If it means carrying a board or a table, I will carry it with the people I work with. If it means hanging something, I will move up there and I hang it because I want to be present. Yeah, I want to do when they are seeing me, and I want to be present. Because some people will get the job and then you draw a concept and then you give the people to work. Maybe you reach when people are finished or something. But me, I'll be, if the party is for 3 days, if we are starting in the first day, I'll be there. The second day, I'll be there up to the last day when we load the vehicle and go back. Yes.
So from when you started, give us a picture of where you are now. How many people are you employing? The things that you do that you never used to do at the beginning.
I thank God because when I was beginning, I used to get more of the birthdays, baby showers, but I had always wanted to also decorate someone's wedding. But I reached that level. Someone can trust me with their weddings, someone can trust me with their introductions. Yeah, I'm not how I used it to be in back those years. Because now even the way I used it to get clients, like I used to get like 2 in a month, but now I can look at my weekends.
They are so fixed.
Yes.
Tegeza tetusobola kufuna mu weekend. So the people you employ, balinga mu bameka bokola nabo kati?
They are like 8.
8.
Yes, 8. But we work with, those are 8, the people that I work with at site, but if you put the drivers that help you transport, they're like 12.
So you said you're usually busy over the weekends.
Yeah.
How about the weekdays? What do you be doing?
The weekdays I have a job that I'm doing. I do the night shifts, and then during the day I can create my own time for my home and for my kids. Then at night I go and work somewhere. Then, yeah.
So what are some of the bad experiences you've encountered in this job? Manya bintu bya decoration waliwo wotegeka omukolo enkuba n'enkuba byonna n'ebisuula eri. So what is that worst moment you've ever encountered ever since you started this journey?
The worst moment, I think my worst moment ever since I started was in 2019. 2019, I remember a client wanted a certain color, and I think somehow maybe we didn't communicate well, or she somehow, so I did a different color, and then I'd already decorated everything, and then she came and got a toothpick. I decorated balloons very well, but that wasn't the color that she wanted. She got a toothpick and blew everything. That was the worst.
Wow.
Yes.
And that's how it ended.
Then she told me, I didn't want these colors. I told you some other colors. That was my worst. I was so embarrassed. Yeah.
But you learned something.
Yes. Yeah.
So apart from that, any other experience or challenge?
Yeah, of course. Site days are never easy. You have to sleep, sleepless nights. You sleep outside in the coldness, the rain. Sometimes you've already decorated, you've already finished, and then the rain comes, and then you have to start everything. Sometimes you have to get new things. That's a loss. Yeah.
So tell us, this decoration thing, having your own things and renting, which one is better?
When you have your own things, it's better, and you get more profits when you have your own things than hiring the things.
I thought it's better hiring, because every time designs change.
Yeah, of course we cannot have everything. But most of the main ones are always like tables are the same, like boards are the same, tablecloths are the same. Maybe the flowers we hire because they keep on changing, and you cannot have the same color.
What are some of the lessons you've learned from doing this kind of?
I've learned a lot. I've actually personally grown. I have learned to talk to people. The way I talk to my clients, I learn day by day. Yeah, and I have improved myself. Yeah.
So I want you to tell the people. You know, usually I don't give people time to tell people about their businesses. Talk about your decoration business.
Okay, our decor business is Golden Decor. Golden Decor. We do all parties. We do baby showers, we do birthdays, we do kuchala, introductions, we do all sorts of events, and we aim at reaching a client's expectation. That's our main.
So have you finally discovered yourself and you're like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, or you have other plans?
I keep on adding different things on the decor thing. Like now I started doing the juice. I do the ushering as well.
But this is the field where you now feel comfortable.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, I see myself very, very far. Very, very far. I see myself having an event planning, doing event planning, having an event, not decor, but an event planning company. Yes.
Weewaawo mulabi waffe, ndowoozezza nti eno platform y'abakyala bato kubeera nga baggabana naawe. Weewaawo mulabi waffe, ndowoozezzaamu nti program y'abawala bato, omanyi ebiseera ebisinga tetwagala nnyo kulowoozesa abantu nti eno platform ya business, but when if you see her hustle wajja avudde ne wa waali, I'm sure you can learn one thing or two. Ate era naawe n'obeera ng'okola ki ng'omwegattako. If anyone wants to train, do you train people?
Yeah, according to my story, I don't charge.
Exactly.
Yes.
She doesn't charge. No wonder muwadde a platform okubeera ng'ayogera ku business ye. So tusisinkane week ejja, I wish you all the best. Tusisinkane week ejja nga nkuleetera ate story endala. Naye nga by'oyize nsaba obeere ng'obiteeka mu nkola, naawe obeeko ky'okola mu bulamu bwo. Toyina kyakwekwasa, whether you stopped along the way, whether you didn't go to school, it's not an excuse. You can still do something and become someone. Tusinkane week ejja, mweraba.
Inspire.